Yeah, we really learned a lot. We learned how important it is to also include representatives from partner institutions and to get them on board. And we also learned that it's a question of political will, and we had this possibility to call upon Rwanda and Morocco to have representatives from the partner institutions. And they gave really very interesting presentations on gender-responsive budgeting.
I also think I learned very much that you need to learn to be strategic and use an informal network in a way that is really producing something concrete. And I think we managed to do that, something that is actually useful, not only for yourself as a network, but in the spirit of Learn, which is really the beauty of learn4dev for me, is that it's a network that is an open network that offers actually for free, basically for free, whatever comes out of the whole various levels of expertise to the broader development community. I also learned a lot in relationship to the fact that you can really work very well, I mean, in the way we've been working together, sharing a responsibility. Normally is done only by one person, learning that you can work at a distance in a very synchronic way. So I think that was also individually as a person, it has given me a lot, and also as a model of new ways of leadership.
Yeah.
So I think that is a very interesting, I think I would like to reflect a little bit more about that, because networks today have to have different ways in which they work. They are not hierarchy, they are not formal institutions, but how do you manage them? So learning to manage a network is a completely different piece of cake from managing an office or a project. So it's been very interesting from that perspective.
We really should reach out to have more partners on board. I think this is important, and then also internally in the learn4dev network, we are the former co-chairs of the gender expert group, but we have to reach out more to the other expert groups, and I think we made very good steps in a good direction with managing for development results on the gender scorecard, and we also made this progress with DLOG. But now we really had an interesting approach with the expert group on PFM, and I think we have to continue this way.
I also think that the network as a network, as learn4dev, has a future, because it really helps institutions to communicate and exchange beyond borders, let's say. And this is really what was really nice in these days, just telling each other, now we are free to talk openly. We can really share what is difficult. And we have in the gender field, all of us face tremendous challenges. And when you're working in a very highly politicized environment, you have to be very careful, but sometimes you really need to put the real issues on the table and try to chop them. And that's what we've been doing these days, openly, with partner countries, with the very high level, let's say institutionally talking, very high level representation. And still we were able not only to discuss openly, to address certain critical issues, and even to come together with a future product that we hope is going to be helpful for the whole development community. So I think I am not sure that in a formal meeting we would ever be able to do this. So I really think that the network has a future in this respect, in really producing something that can be then useful for everyone. So, and I totally agree with Saskia when she says we need to make an extra effort as gender expert group to reach out to other groups, to help them understand what we're talking about, and also externally to partners, especially to partner countries. We do see that there is interest, but our difficulty maybe is on communicating and being really able to show what the benefits are in being a network like this. We really need to learn to make people understand that you don't just give, you really gain. And personally, I think I gained a lot.